Hello everyone, welcome to a new series where we create a Sentinels of the Multiverse role-playing game, hero team, and villain. We're not going to do that all in one episode, naturally, but we're going to definitely have some fun. This is largely for the Sentinels of the Multiverse Discord, but all who are interested in the RPG are welcome to watch, obviously. Comments are also welcome. If you have any comments on what else I should add on to my characters, or any criticisms of the recording, or you just want to talk, that's all welcome and good. I wish that I could show off the PDFs that I'm looking at, but unfortunately there's a little bit of an information embargo right now because the game's not entirely out yet, and the creators want everything to be piecemeal. But if you back them on Kickstarter, and I'll provide the links down below, then you'll eventually get a link to the PDFs and you might be able to join along with me in the future. For right now, I'm just gonna get started. We're gonna start with our team leader, or at least that's the goal. He might take, or she might take on a different role, but we're aiming for a team leader. We're going to go with the guided method, so we're going to start off with 2d10. I believe I'm on the wrong page. I'm on power sources. I need to be in backgrounds. Alright, we're going to roll 2d10 and get started. We've got 2 and 5. So if you're following along in the book, that would be Dynasty, Unremarkable, and 5, 6, 7, Academic. So I think Dynasty right off the bat is brilliant for our team leader. So we are gonna go with Dynasty. So there is a draw to me to make him unremarkable or academic. Unremarkable because it's like he's building up from nothing to like a leader of superheroes, and academic because, well, I can't really verbalize it, but the idea of them studying enough to be the leader is kind of interesting. Right now we're going to put down our background as Dynasty, and we'll scroll on down to that page. Dynasty. It's only one page. Unfortunately, I don't know if everyone else with the PDF is having this issue, but for me, the PDF pages load really, really slowly when you go from one page to another. But anyway, we're here with Dynasty. We assign 2d10 to two different qualities, so d10 D10. We get close combat, fitness, history, or social quality. So banter, insight, imposing, leadership. We definitely have to take leadership. And persuasion. So I'm thinking close combat because he's inspiring ahead in the charge. Now you may be asking me, well, yes, he's the leader, but who is he? That's a good question. I usually figure that out around the power source step, more about who they are when I'm making a hero with the guided method. Ideals. Right. We get an ideals principle from Dynasty, and we also get a D8, a D8, and a D6 for our power source section. So D8, D8, D6. I'll meet you down there, and then we'll figure out more of who our leader is. And we're here with the power sources. So let's roll our dice and see what we get. We've got 4, 5, and 6. So that is experimentation, mystical, nature, Nature only has one E. 4 plus 5 is 9, so that's radiation. 4 plus 6 is 10, so that's tech upgrade. And 5 plus 6 is 11, so that's supernatural. Okay, so what is giving our leader their power source? We could say it's a tech upgrade and it's like a family heirloom that's passed down to them. We could say that they're a nature hero. So they're like from a long line of maybe not werewolves, but like to borrow a word from World of Darkness, changing breed, where they shift from one kind of animal to human to their war form. So I like that. So let's go with nature. We're gonna write down power source nature. Okay, and we are gonna go down to the nature page. So we should now figure out more about who this person is and why they are. Well, okay, maybe they are a werewolf. Do we want to say they're just outright a werewolf? Where they are trying... Okay, so the werewolves that I know are nature guardians with anger management issues. And I like that draw, especially for our leader, for our quote-unquote alpha. I know that's not a real thing that's been debunked, but it works well with comic books. So, yes, you know what, maybe he's not the leader. We kind of, or maybe he started off as the leader, or rather he started off like recruiting people, but he ended up not being the leader despite wanting to be the leader. I like that. Okay, so for now we've got 2 d8s and a d6 in power, so d8, d8, and d6. Okay. Animal control. I don't think animal control, because even though they are a were creature, they don't have abilities over other animals. Cold, electricity, fire, flight, leaping, shape-shifting, because they're a were creature. Do we want to put that in one of the 2 d8s or to the d6? And have it be limited to those two, like, forms. I think we're going to give him shape-shifting as a d6. What else we got? Swimming, swinging, wall crawling, weather, and athletic. So that's agility, speed, strength, or vitality. Or materials. So that's metal, plants, stone, toxic, or transmutation. Well, I think leap... You know what? Let's put leaping at d6. And we'll bump shape-shifting up to d8. Which means we got one more. Let's give him agility at d8. There we go. And we get 2 yellow abilities. Okay. We've got a choice of 3. Call to the Wild. Gain a d8 minion. There's more to it, but I don't think he is going to create minions. So that cancels out Call to the Wild, which means the other 2 are what we get. So we got Predator's Eye. Attack using power. We'll say, which power fits best? I guess... You know what? Because it gives us a boost, we'll go with shapeshifting. And wild strength. Okay. And I'll read off all our abilities in full at the end of the episode as we go over our character sheet. But for right now, if you're following along in the PDF, when we got Predator's Eye and Wild Strength, we also get a green ability. We got a choice of 2. Grasping Vines. Hinder using power. Use your max die. You can split the penalty across multiple nearby targets. Or Natural Weapon. Attack using power. Use your max die. Well, Natural Weapon, obviously, because, claws. And Natural Weapon using shapeshifting. Yeah. Okay. We get a D10, a D8, and a D8 for our archetype selection. D10, D8, D8. And I will meet you down in that page. So we're here at the archetype page, and before we roll, I'm kind of thinking of a name for our werewolf, and I like Cassandra. What do you guys think? And what do you think of because I want to make sure we have a diverse set of characters, obviously. But I also don't want I don't want to fall in the trap of the anger management being associated with gender for any reason. But I think this werewolf is a she, and I think her name is Cassandra. Right, we're gonna roll our dice to see which archetype she gets. 2, 4, and 6. So that's Shadow, Marksman, Close Quarters Combat, which is probably what we're gonna pick, but just in case, we'll see what else. 2 and 4 is just 6. 6, 7, 8. Flyer. Flying Werewolf, oh no! And Robot Cyborg. Yep, that was easy. Close Quarters Combat. So I'm going to mark that down. Close Quarters Combat. Can hardly get that to fit there, but okay. I'll meet you on that page. Alright, and we're here at the Close Quarters Combatant. Excuse me. Assign one of the dice you rolled at the end of the power step to Close Quarters Combat. If we already have Close Quarters Combat, which, if you recall, we already do, either skip it or swap it with the die with one of your new dice. Close Quarters Combat is already at a D10, so that's the highest that we got already, so we're just going to skip it. Assign one or more remaining dice to these powers. Signature Weaponry. Now, do we want to say signature weapon is her claws? Signature weapon implies that they could lose it or lend it to someone else, which means they can't exactly do that with claws because it's a part of them. So I'm gonna say no. But what else we got? We got an athletic power, so we could get strength or vitality. We've got a mobility power, so we could get flight, leaping, momentum, swimming, swinging, teleportation, wall crawling. No. Or technological power. No. Okay, so we are going to assign one or more of our D10, D8, D8 to strength and vitality. So we're going to put D10 strength, D8 vitality. Scroll down, erase this note. Then assign any remaining dice to any of the following qualities. So we have a D8 remaining, a physical quality, and a social quality. We already have close combat, so none of the other physical qualities fit. I like imposing as a social quality, so we'll give him imposing. We get 3 green abilities, one of them using close combat, and another one using one of our powers. So we could have like 2 of them pick close combat and one with our power or with another power, or one with close combat and 2 with another power, and so on and so forth. Let's see here. Defensive strike. No, not defensive anything, because they're all about being rageful and like very pure offense, I think. Dual strike. Attack one target using power quality. Attack a second target using your min die. That might be good. Flexible stance. Take any 2 basic actions using power quality, each using your min die. I don't think so. Offensive strike. Attack using power quality. Use your max die. I think we already have something similar to that, but I'm going to put that down for now. Offensive strike using strength. Precise strike. Attack using power quality. Ignore all penalties on this attack. Ignore all defend actions. Cannot be affected by reactions. I like that with agility. And throw minion. Attack a minion using power. Whatever the minion rolls as a defense, attacks another target of your choice. Throw minion. Also with strength. We gain one of the abilities as a yellow ability, using a different power quality from any of my green abilities. Okay. We'll give him dual strength as a yellow ability. How's that? Dual strike, excuse me. We'll do that with leaping. Okay. We get a responsibility principle. And we get 2d10 for a personality selection. So I'll meet you with personalities. Alright, and we're here with personalities. And I was scrolling past them on my way down. And yeah, we could have done modular or divided. But honestly, why overcomplicate things, right? Alright, we've got 6 and 10. So that's distant, alluring, and cheerful. I like the idea of them being distant because they're trying to suppress their rage, and that just like when you ignore your feelings, you end up being very distant. So we're gonna hop on down, skip, hop, and a jump to distant. Okay, nothing particularly interesting with this one because some of them have a special little extra quirk to it, but this one does not. Make up a quality based on your hero's backstory. Assign a D8 to it. So D8, rage. Because anger management issues. We've got, for our status dice, we've got a D10 for our green, a D8 for our yellow, and a D6 for our red. Alt ability. We boost an ally by rolling your single red status die. Okay. And then we get 2 red abilities, which are, in my opinion, the hardest thing to do in this game. Because, well, there's so many different options. And they don't all quite fit. But they are powerful. I'm not saying that they're not. Thankfully, I'm already at the red abilities. So I don't need to do a little cut here. Let's see here. Athletic powers, because we have agility and strength and vitality, so we can get athletic powers. Major regeneration might be fitting. Paragon feat, I could see that. I should probably read these in case you don't have the PDF. Major regeneration. Hinder yourself using vitality. Use your min die. Recover health equal to your max plus mid die. Okay. Paragon feat. Overcome using a power in a situation that requires you to be more than humanly capable, like an extreme feat of strength or speed. Use your max plus min die. Boost all nearby allies with your mid die. So I don't think that they are a booster, but I like the major regeneration. Push your limits. I know that World of Darkness werewolves have frenzy, but we're not actually playing World of Darkness. I'm just using some of the flavoring. So I don't think we need to push our limits. You have no limit on the amount of reactions you can take. Each time you use a reaction after the first one, take 1 irreducible damage or a minor twist. Especially since I don't think we have many reactions anyway. Reactive Strike. When you're attacked and dealt damage, you may attack the source of the damage by rolling your single power die, plus the amount of damage you take. Now that is something we're going to take. So, Reactive Strike with Strength. Okay? And what else we got? We don't have any elemental or energy powers, so we're skipping that. We don't have any hallmark powers. We don't have any intellectual powers. No material powers. We have mobility because of leaping. Calculated dodge. You can take 1 irreducible damage to reroll the dice pool of a target that is attacking or hindering you. Heroic interruption. When an attack deals damage to a nearby hero in the red zone, you can take d6 irreducible damage and redirect the attack to a target of your choice other than the source of the attack. I don't think that they are redirecting anyone. Intercession. When multiple nearby heroes are attacked, you may take all the damage instead. If you do, roll your power die plus your red zone die and defend against the attack by the total. I like Intercession because it shows like when the ship hits the iceberg, they really are like a team player. What else we got though? Take down. Attack using power, use your max die, then hinder the target using your mid plus min die. Or untouchable movement. Boost yourself using power. Use your max plus min dice. Then you may end up anywhere else in the scene, avoiding any dangers between you or your starting location and ending location. We're gonna make a note of Intercession. A little question mark next to it. What else we got though? If we don't see anything else, then we're gonna take Intercession. Self-control. Change self. At the start of your turn, swap 2 of your power dice. They stay swapped until this changed again or the scene ends. Even though they are shape-shifting, I think our powers are where they need to be. So we're good there. Empowerment. Whenever you're dealt damage, roll your single power die to defend against the attack and boost yourself. So empowerment to like shapeshift into a more suitable form, I guess. Impenetrable defense. Defend using power with your max plus mid die against all attacks against your turn. No. Major regeneration. We already... No, we chose not to get that. Okay. Defensive deflection. When you be dealt damage, you may roll a single power die as a defend action. No. Mutable form. take 3 different actions. No. Powerful strike. Attack using power. Use your max plus mid die. No. Resurrection. No. Summon allies. No. Resurrection is what it sounds like. Summon allies is what it sounds like. That doesn't fit our theme here. We don't have any technological power, so we can skip that. We don't have any mental, informational. We have physical and social powers. Or qualities, excuse me. Book it. Hinder any number of close targets using quality. Use your max die and your turn elsewhere in the scene. Endurance fighting. Whenever you attack a target with an action, also hinder the target with your min die. Finishing blow. Attack using quality. Use your max die. Remove any number of penalties from the target. Add your min die to the attack each time you remove a penalty. And reactive defense. When the opponent attacks, you may become the target of the attack and defend by rolling a single quality die. Heroic sacrifice. When an opponent attacks, you can become the target of the attack and defend. No. Inspiring totem. No. Lead by example. No. Ultimatum. I don't think so. So I think we're tied between intercession, endurance fighting, and finishing blow. I like the idea that they're slowly wearing them down. So we'll give them endurance fighting. Let's highlight that. Okay. So, next up is our principles. Then we do retcon, and then we calculate health. Then I actually type everything up as opposed to just having little notes. But that last step you don't have to worry about. I'll just do that off camera? Microphone? I'm not sure how this works. Anyway, I'll see you on the principles page. Alright, and we're here on the ideals principle, and while I was scrolling down, I was also reflecting on the dynasty aspect of our character. How it must have been like her mother, or maybe like matriarch. No, not that matriarch, but like the elder of her tribe passed it down to her, just as the elder of their tribe passed down to them, so on and so forth. So it's a tribal thing to be a warrior for the for this werewolf tribe, but something must have happened to the werewolf tribe. So she's looking for a new pack amongst not non-werewolves, the humans. Anyway, principles, ideals principles, principle of chaos. Right off the bat, I like the idea that of like natural nature, but I don't think she's quite chaos. Compassion, no. Defender, dependence, no and no. Scrolling down, equality, great power might be good. The hero, she is trying to further her tribe's legacy. Principle of honor. Oh, yeah, that's another good one. What else we've got? Justice, liberty, order. I don't think so for those three. Self-preservation, the zealot. I don't quite see one there. That's it for ideals. So we'll scroll back up to those three that I kind of lit up on. So we've got great power, hero, and honor. I don't think hero's quite it. You know what? Tell you what. We could use our rec concept to pick a principle outside of ideals. But for right now, just in case there isn't anything else, we're going to put down honor, I think. So principle of honor. And we'll scroll down to responsibility page. So I wish that there was like principle of the pact. But I don't think that's... I think that's a little too niche. It's probably like the team or something like that. It's the equivalent of it. So I'm scrolling down. I see principle of peace. Is there a principle of rage? Yes, there is. Okay, so we are replacing honor. We're using a rec concept to make it rage. So we still need to scroll down to our responsibility. But definitely principle of rage, because she does have anger management issues. Responsibilities, like 2 pages down. Cool. Principle of business, the debtor, detective, double agent. I don't think so for any of that page. The everyman, family. Principle of family, that's basically a pact. Where she cares about what family she does have. I do want to see what else there is, but that's probably rage and family. The mask, the sidekick, the team. The team is probably because she is trying to make a new pact, so she has principle of the team. Civil authorities will recognize your status of the team. Oh. Never mind, because that's like you are, like, known. And I don't know if this team is really known, so I guess it's family. Okay. Right. I think everything else is just typing this up. We used our retcon step, so we don't increase our health by another 2. Yeah, that's it. So I will type this all up. We'll go over it, and we'll talk about it, and that'll probably be it for the episode. Alright, and we're back. So, something I noticed as I was typing everything up, natural weapon and offensive strike. Natural weapon is actually redundant because they do the same thing, and offensive strike has a higher die. I didn't change natural weapon because I don't see the alternative being in character. Natural weapon, look that up real quick. I should have had the page up, I apologize. The alternative was grasping vines. Hinder using power, use your max die. You may split the penalty across multiple nearby targets. I don't think so. So we'll keep the redundant power just because it makes more sense than the grasping vines. After that, though, we have precise strike, attack using agility. Ignore all penalties on this attack. Ignore all defend actions. Cannot be affected by reactions. That's good. Throw minions. Attack a minion using strength. Whatever that minion rolls as defense, attacks another target of your choice. We have principle of rage. Overcome a situation where you can channel your rage for good and use your max die. You and each of your allies gain a hero point. And we have principle of family. Overcome in a situation where you have been given advice from a family member and use your max die. You and each of your allies gain a hero point. Those are our green abilities, our yellow abilities, Predator's Eye, attack using shapeshifting, using your max plus min die. Then gain a boost using your mid die. The target of the attack gains a boost of the same size. So it's a little dangerous, but it's still pretty powerful. The trade-off's worth it. Wild Strength. When you defeat a minion, roll that minion's die and boost yourself using that roll to create a bonus for your next action. I just realized I forgot to type in dual strike. Little blooper, I suppose. Type that into Control F. Wait for it to load up. Dual strike. It's an active action. Attack one target using leaping, as we made a note for that earlier. Attack a second target using your min die. Forgot a period there. Okay, and we've got our 2 red abilities. Reactive strike. When you're attacked and dealt damage, you can attack the source of the damage by rolling your single strength die, plus the amount of damage you take. And endurance fighting. Whenever you attack a target with an action, also hinder that target with your min die. We have our out ability, boost an ally by rolling your single status die. We have our 2 principles, principle of rage. During roleplay, they don't like it when you're angry. Your fury is intimidating to many. Minor twist, what did your anger just mess up? Major twist, who have you thoroughly alienated with your outbursts? And principle of family. During roleplay, your family is an important part of your life. You have relatives in a wide range of fields that you can call upon. Minor twist, which member of your family just compromised your mission? And major twist, what do you have to give up in your heroic life for the sake of your family? I think that just about does it for our werewolf wannabe leader. She wants to be the leader. She's the one who started off creating this hero team because a lot of her tribe was decimated. But she doesn't end up being the leader, I don't think. Who does? Well, we'll have to find out next episode. I'll see you guys then.